Carrie John here. Welcome to Man Cave Records. Today's record is the best of Uriah Heep. Actually got this record for $7, which is a pretty darn good deal. This is the best of the Uriah Heep was put out as like a greatest hits for America because it was like an introduction to Uriah Heep. Now, I love Uriah Heep. I grew up with Uriah Heep, and this was the first album I got by them. And I just went out and bought other ones because I like this one so much, It's heavy, it's soft, it's got all the great songs on it except for Stealin'. This came out before that album, and it's just a great introduction to Uriah Heep. It's got that heavy and the Wizards on here, and Lady in Black's on here, Gypsy's on here, July Morning. It's got all the mainstays of everything basically before 1976. And it does have the little chart on the back, which is pretty cool, of who was in the band. You had Lee Kerslake, who was with Ozzy and did, the Blizzard of Oz, and Nigel Olsson was in Uriah Heep. You probably didn't know that, but he was a good drummer and was a drummer for Elton John on Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And it just has a plethora of good stuff on here. Love Bird of Prey. It was always a great song for me because, I was into that hard rock stuff when I was younger. And who doesn't love Sunrise? I think one of the Uriah Heep's greatest songs. I'm going to give this album, and if you want to give an introduction to Uriah Heep to anybody, want to listen to Uriah Heep for the first time, this is the album to put on because it's from front to back, side one, side two, are all the big hits by Uriah Heep, which I don't think they even had a top 20 hit besides, well, I think the Sweet Lorraine and Easy Living's on here, which, are pretty big songs. You don't even hear Sweet Lorraine on the radio or Easy Living on the radio no more. That tells you what's going on with FM radio now. They should play more of this stuff. Uriah Heep, they went through so many things and so many different people, and they're still around today. The Colors album was really cool. But if you really want to get into Uriah Heep for the first time, best of Uriah Heep. This is everything that was a big major thing for them before 1970.